Belknap Hot Springs. We were invited by some friends of ours up to the hot springs this summer. Sure glad we went. It was an enjoyable time. The neat part about this hot springs that I learned later, it was initially developed by R.S. Belknap in 1869, and it's been pretty much continuously open to the public since 1870. They have a nice lodge, they have cabins, they have RV and tent campsites, and of course the hot springs pools to soak in your mineral springs. They had a nice open eating area next to the main lodge. I think we were there early enough in the year that the food truck wasn't open, and probably the wrong time of the day for any type of meal that they may have been preparing. We stayed in the main campground. This is a upper RV parking area. Really nice sites, well shaded. And of course you got a nice overview of the McKenzie River. On one of our walks one day, we went down to this lower section, and these are additional RV sites. And we're pretty sure they're big enough for our RV, but they're down closer to the river itself. Being by the river was just wonderful. Hearing the water as it ran by.
You know there's fish in there. Ooh. Just gotta go catch them.
I brought my fishing gear, but never got a line wet while we were there.
And they pipe it from here across the bridge for the pools.
Wow.
That's what I've understood.
Quite a bit of steam coming out of there.
Yeah,
I mean, it almost looks like it's boiling.
it does.
Rosewood never hiked to this other way before. Have you? Oh, I don't know.
Did a little research later. From what I could find, where the water's coming out at its source there, it's between 147 and 198 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, they're definitely building something back here.
I don't know what they got done. Could be a greenhouse. I don't know.
After you cross the river and check out the source of the mineral springs, there's quite an extensive array of trails all around this side of the river. The amounts of plants and trees and flowers and greenery, and just a wonderful, wonderful place to go for a hike. We were there multiple times during our stay, walking the trails, taking pictures, Just kind of sitting back and relaxing. Even though you're so close to the main lodge, it just seems like you're so far away. So peaceful and relaxing. I think that's what made this trip so wonderful, is just how nice and peaceful and relaxing it was. Just being out in God's creation like this, just wonderful.
Yep.
Yeah, we ended up walking through several of the walk-in campsites on this side of the river. There's no roads over, so you have to do everything by foot. They do have carts and wagons to take some of your gear over. And I did see a golf cart running around. I don't know if they allow you to use that to get some of your stuff over, but there's also cabins. Some of the cabins look fairly large with full kitchens and multiple rooms for groups or families. It's a really neat place. And there you can see the RV sites that we'd walk down to later that are closer to the river. I think if we go back there again, I'm going to try to get one of those spots. And that building there, we're going to go up and explore it here in a second. That used to be an old hydroelectric power station for the lodge. It's since been defunct and not used, but it was neat to walk up there and just see the old engineering and stuff like that. Is just, to me, fascinating to see. I have to say, it was neat to see all the different colors. We were there in spring, so these are not fall colors. Just the types of trees they had, maples and oaks and firs and pines, and just a wonderful variety. Made for a really, really neat place. And we really, really enjoyed finding our way through the paths into their little secret garden.
We got a sandbag down here to hold the water back a little.
Oh, look, there's a little bridge over here. So the trail supposedly goes around through it. So let's just walk the trail, I guess.
Gotta be a little warmer as I start walking. Not really.
I think it's like perfect temperature, really.
It just looks like there should be koi in there.
Yes, yes, it does. Especially with the way they did the architecture through here. It looks nice back here. Oh, look, they have a little heart design here. Oh, look at the fog up there. That looks super cool. They have a lot of rhododendron, don't they?
Yes.
Those look very old. I think that was one of my mom's favorite. I know we had several of them on our place. We had them up at the property at Hague Lake, and she just loved it.
I know my dad loves them.
And of course, we headed back, and we got a chance to soak in the upper mineral pool. It was a nice and relaxing time. I would thoroughly recommend this to anyone coming through the area. We had a great time. Thanks for coming along. See you on the next one.